Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne, and I love that you would be stopping in. I welcome all new and returning viewers greatly. I am a psychic and intuitively guided tarot card reader, and of over 2 decades. I just started this channel last October, and I just want to continue to hopefully uplift and inspire and encourage and perk your curiosity into the realm of the mystical, unseen, and aspects of life. Today I will be reading the monthly general tarot energy and guidance for the sign of Aquarius. So what I do want to say just before that, though, is just a little bit about the astrology and prospects in May. And first and foremost, we have a full moon in Scorpio happening on the 7th of May. Today is the 4th, so you might actually start to feel some of the energies of the full moon if you're particularly sensitive. This full moon in Scorpio is going to be incredibly revealing, and it will delve into the deepest aspects of our hearts, our souls, our questions. It will reveal and unearth some mysteries that have been very, very prominent, some unanswered questions. Like it or not, the truth is coming out, man. And I love it. Personally, I much rather know the truth. So this kind of murky, hidden, questionable energy is definitely going to be changed with the moon in Scorpio. So I look at it as a positive, and I hope that you will receive it in that way. And then the last part about it is by about the 15th of May, we're going to have 4 major planets in retrograde. So the 4 planets will be, and one already having started, is Pluto, the planet of transformation, reinvention, releasing of old habits and self-destructive thoughts and patterns that do not serve us. That's through October. Then we have the planet of Venus that rules love and money and beauty and the things that we really cherish in our lives. That's going to be retrograde through next month. Then we have the planet of Saturn, which is all about structure and discipline and restriction. That'll be going retrograde. And then the planet of Jupiter, which is all about our luck and our prosperity, abundance and opportunities and expansion in things. So bottom line about retrogrades, always has been, always will be, it's going to lessen those energies, and it's going to kind of slow down the pace, to say the least. So the high recommendation during that time is to just simply not go forward with anything really new or really important at this time. Time to review, time to reevaluate, time to, really dot your I's and cross your T's. And if you have something that you're planning, just go over it carefully so that when the time is right, next month and onward, you're hit the ground running, basically, and you feel more confident. Relaxing, renewing, reviewing, all of that is important this month. And we've been pretty much in a retrograde sensibility for the last few weeks anyway, so it's not a huge shock to our system. But what I will do now, as far as the reading, is I'm going to be pulling 4 cards under 4 major categories. The first category will be under the overall energies for the month, and it could happen at the beginning. You may feel it in the middle, and even possibly the end. But this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aquarians, and I highly recommend that you watch your Moon and Rising or Ascendant, it can be said either way, because it absolutely will resonate sometimes more than your Sun sign will. So having said all that, Aquarians, I hope you are well. I pray that you're feeling optimistic and recognizing that things are absolutely moving. And we knew that they would, and not as quickly maybe as we want, but trust and believe it's all going forward as we knew it would. And so the first card will, like I said, be the overall energy for the month. Then we have your possible blessings / obstacles, followed by the love, and then last, the finances. All very important topics, I think, for each of us. So let's move on and let me describe and share with you what Spirit has to say. So for the overall energies for the month of May, Aquarians, you have the Magician, and my gosh, I love seeing that. Right out the bat, that is the major arcana. It's number 1, so it's absolutely about initiations. It's really just, let me just say in a nutshell, mastery. We all have the capability of creating and manifesting anything we absolutely desire. And I know it sounds a bit trite, but it absolutely is not. We have the capability, we always have. It has to be done by certain laws of attraction, as they call it, where you have the energy that's aligning, that's believing, that's trusting and has a good feel about it. Because if you want something good, you have to come from a place that has that energy. It's a real simple process, but sometimes you have to really think about it. Like attracts like. Doubt attracts doubt, you know? I mean, it's really like that. So the Magician is so capable and so ready. It has all of the elements in this card. It's not just, even physical ability. It's the mental and spiritual aspect of how you can align yourself to do the best, to feel the best, to create. And that's what you're working with. And I got to tell you something. I have had great difficulty in the last couple of weeks trying to locate or reach people through the phone. And, it's such a test of trust and faith and just, patience. And today I got through. So that's, I wasn't going to give up, and I know most of us feel that way, and most of us are actually experiencing that. So I wanted to share that because it can really affect you, but you cannot let that happen. We have control. We have to keep going. And that's what that's saying for you, Aquarians. You've got this. You can do this. And I feel that about you anyway. You have Mars in your planet, in your sign right now, and Saturn, and between the two of those, as far as the structuring and the disciplining, it's keeping on track. It's helping us to not give up and persevere. So I love that, and it's very, very literal for right now. Now the next category is the possible blessings / obstacles, and this is very understandable, and it's repeated a few times, definitely in my readings. And you have the 8 of Swords. That is absolutely the air element, which is yourself, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. We are such cerebral, intellectual humans, when it comes to the astrology. We think through everything. We have to strategize through our minds. We have to continually see different perspectives, and it's a mind thing most of the time. And boy, that can be so restrictive if the thoughts aren't good and they're not positive. It just weighs us down. Not something that has to happen, though. Main thing about this card with the 8 is it's self-induced. We have that ability to turn that channel and stop it as soon as it starts. And also, I feel like if this is something that you're experiencing, and I think a lot of us are, I feel like it has to do with perhaps other air signs you may know. And there might be a confliction in your thoughts or maybe agreements for now, but this is so temporary. It's because of stresses that are happening. Knowing that, you can say, okay, let's revisit this situation and maybe approach it in a different way, because you don't want to be feeling confined or restricted by others, yourself, anybody at this time. And just knowing that you, in fact, can remove those restrictions by simply thinking in a different way it kind of is a really kind of vindicating, empowering kind of feeling. I feel that way as a fellow Libra. So yeah, that would be the possible obstacles that have been kind of holding you back and kind of making you feel stuck when you really, really aren't. You know, in this card, there's big gaps between the swords, so we can really get through pretty much anything in our lives. And I'm sure it's been proven time and time again in your lives anyway. Trust in that. That's the best message coming through there for you. Now, the next is under the category of love. And I love this for you because, once again, Ace of Swords. You're in your element. It's a beginning. It's a trust. It's a great balance. It's a great, it just feels justified and it feels strong. And the intention is of pureness. And the communication is wonderful. So whatever was happening is absolutely changing. It's letting you know you've got direct and straightforward love from somebody, you know, and they're letting you know, they're communicating, they're supporting you. Perhaps someone of a sign of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini as well, but doesn't have to be. Somebody with those qualities. This is such a positive. It's one of my favorite, of course, you know, being a Libra. It's one of my favorite cards because it's so direct and so true, and it's I mean, it's not a fire, which would be mainly, I was going to say action-oriented, but boy, you know, it wants action. It's about action, and it's going to come. And it's if you don't know who this person is, maybe there's somebody new, which is also exciting, because nothing can stop that from happening. Nothing government-wise or anything else. When it comes to the heart, that's what prevails. Our love. So I like that a lot, Aquarians. Fantastic for you. And the last is under the category of finances. And we have the Major Arcana, the Hermit. You know, the Hermit is, I feel, one of the most divinely and, I want to say, spiritually guided cards. It also represents the sign Virgo. It is absolutely trusting our intuition, our divine guidance. There's a glowing and there's the light, which is our higher power, our God, our whatever you call, you know, source, just that constant loving support that is greatly internal, you know, which is what this time I feel is so strongly bringing to us, what the retrogrades will bring to us. Taking that time to really sort through. I had to do that myself, and I was successful. I had to sit and ask for guidance as far as my finances. And if there's issues or concerns, I just invite you to please sit with it. Things will come up, new ideas, new maybe sites, government sites can be of assistance, you know, because it's ever changing right now. But I implore you to totally trust your incredible intuition that you are gifted with, and that we're all gifted with. Major arcanas mean this is a very major, important message for you, and it is right now. But you are definitely going to be guided. Just be patient and persistent, which, by the way, the Virgo is. I mean, they don't, you know, their tenacity and their ability to just continue to just work for, their persistence, and it will pay off. Okay, do not give up. So you have a powerful month, and you have the tools to create what it is you're needing. And actually, as an Aquarian, looking beyond, looking into the future, because it's great to be present. And I always ask that you do that. It's so important to be in the power of the moment. You know, the past has happened, it's gone, but future for the time being is not a bad thing either. To envision and manifest this incredible life that you see, you know, whether it's going back to what you did or starting something new entirely. Be very cautious and careful about your thoughts, because you can really trap yourself, and that's just going to affect your entire energetic system. And you don't want to do anything but love yourself right now. And speaking of love, you've got that in incredible force and, you know, newness. So even if it's someone you've been with, there's this renewed sense of trust and love and communication about it. So I'm happy for you there. And then just lastly, like I said, just know finances are coming, okay? And do everything in your power to continue to reach out, ask questions, and see what's available. So I'm going to finish with a super attractor manifestation oracle message, because these absolutely help lift you and help you to guide you to create the life, you know, through our own incredible magical, like the magician, capabilities. You know, magic is absolutely present in every one of us. So let us see what Spirit has for you, Aquarians, and your special message for the month of May. It's beautiful. Let me put my glasses on. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. Isn't that gorgeous? That reminds me of the thoughts, like, oh my gosh, let's not let our thoughts block the ability that we have and the information that can come into us at any time, you know? And that's so beautiful for you, Aquarians. You deserve it, you know. I want you to feel this kind of energy, and it will come back to you tenfold. Get out of the way, man. And last but not least, let's do the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels message, just for you, because our angels are also ever present. And when you ask, they will help you and give you guidance. And I can't say how, because it's always so individual. But you will know when it's there. Okay, so I've gotten this repeat too, but this, of course, is completely literal and makes sense, and it's body care. When we tend to stress, that alone can affect our bodies. So as a massage therapist myself, incredibly interested in continually bringing my system and immune system up through thought, through diet, through meditation, through silence, through quiet. You can do it. You can heal your body. You can heal your mind and soul. Absolutely. You are the magician. You are the manifestors. And just be aware, because I know being safe right now is the key word. And I know that we all understand that. And it's just reminding you to do so, because you're precious and loved. And I just really want to thank you again for stopping by. If you liked what you heard, please like it, subscribe, join this community with me. I would greatly appreciate it. This truly is a passion, and it fills my heart. So until next time, take extremely good care of yourself, and bye for now.